Hello everyone, B.O.B. here, and welcome to another episode of Endercraft. And here's just a little bit of a progress update. There hasn't been a lot, but one thing is, I haven't been on the server for the past few days, but one thing is, we are very well stocked in gray wool, and David was pretty sure that that was probably more than enough than what we need for the build. So he suggested dyeing the sheep green so we could use it for carpet to cover up lighting in grassy areas. So I did that, and well, as you can see, it is starting to fill up. Also, I've been doing just a little bit of mining off camera, good old-fashioned branch mining. Um, I figure there's a limited number of diamonds on the server, right? Of course, we got our diamond gear and stuff, but these things, there's only so many in the world there are ever going to be. So I figured, why not grind for some? And as you can see, I'm starting to get quite the stockpile. Um, and I think I might even do a little bit more mining today. Just kind of stock up on these ores. There's a few other things that I could be doing, but it's kind of hard to decide which one I want to do. Well, I did mine for a little while, but I didn't really find any more diamonds. Um, Found some other stuff, some redstone, some iron. I don't remember the exact counts on anything. As you can see, I spread things out a little bit here. Um, Starting to run out of room. But something I'm getting a lot of slime, a ton. Every time I go down into my mines, well, in like the past 2 days, there's been a million slime down there. So I'm getting lots of that. As you can see, I did get the slime head on the wall. You probably saw that in the intro. Um, but yeah, I'm getting lots of those. I did acquire kelp from a couple different wandering traders just because I saw them around and, the emeralds are easy to come by. So I purchased them. And I'm thinking, well, why not go ahead and start building a kelp farm? Now, like, I kind of want to hide the thing, right? Um, Something in underground, and I already kind of have a spot started that could be used for this. It's gonna need to be a lot bigger, right? But down here where I tried to like do a little makeshift mob farm and all I got was a couple of creepers in the beginning of the series. It's already a start, and I could make it a lot bigger, of course. Uh, I think I'm gonna build a kelp farm in here, but this is gonna require lots of preparation. Well, I just got my second death of the season. I was breaking down some coal to put into the super smelter, and I fell. And I was even holding shift, but it was like one of the times that I jumped. Oh well, I guess I don't lose anything. But yeah, I've only had one death before. Now I got two. And now, how do I get up there to get my coal? Well, I pillared up and I broke my way back down and I actually got back 10 levels just from breaking down that coal. So, that's pretty good. Plus, I'll get more from villager trading whenever I do that sort of stuff, which I'm going to need probably, well, another pickaxe or two at some point. So I might do that. Um, but yeah, still lots more preparations to be done. So I'm prepping to build this kelp farm, and I'm clearing out space and getting ready to gather up the materials, and then I realized I don't even really know what all I need. So I decided to come into a redstone testing world and just build something, and this was my first idea. Um, Now keep in mind with the 12 chunk simulation distance of the Endercraft world, something like this would be running most of the time when someone's on the server. If they're in the overworld, they're probably going to be loading this farm. Um, Now, I did have it just feeding directly into a smoker, and this is producing. This is producing pretty well. It's a pretty simple concept. We just have a couple of observers powering the pistons whenever the plants grow in front of them. I minimized the amount of observers that I use just by putting them on the ends rather than putting them all the way across. It, just to save on quartz mainly is what that's all about. But I decided, more plants would probably be better than taller plants, right? Because they would be growing more often, so I could like compact it and grow the same number of plants. Well, this is twice the size of that one technically because I mirrored the same thing on the other side. And well, I mean it is producing faster it seems. So I do believe this would be the way to go, shorter plants and just plant more of them. And I could potentially stack something like this. I'm gonna build it all underground, so it's pretty much a matter of how much space I have cleared. And right now I think I might have enough space for just one of the, oops, did not mean to do that. Just one of these modules here, which, I mean, I don't know, it hasn't been up and running more than an hour. Um, well, this farm is newer than this one. So that one's probably been up about 20 minutes or so, if that. Yeah, I mean, this will work. And we can, I can I can build more of these potentially. Now, on the Endercraft server, I'm going to do a lot of things different. I'm not going to include quite as much glass because it's of a limited supply. I am going to put some glass in it, just probably these like 2 rows so you can still see the farm is active. Um, but yeah, probably a lot of this I'm going to just replace with like stone bricks or something like that. Um, yeah, I'll start out with one, see what we can do with that. I mean, if nothing else, it's gonna provide something. Look at it go. Well, in this chest, I should have just about everything I need to build this farm, including the chest itself. I got an infinite water source here, which is going to come in handy, and I believe I have enough space. So I guess I'm gonna get cracking and get one of these farms built in here. And just like that, well, it was actually just a few seconds for you, but well, it was about an hour and a half for me. I got one of these farms built up on the server, and I didn't have enough kelp to fill it up from the start, so it hasn't really produced anything just yet. Oh, except for some cobblestone that I accidentally dropped in there. But oh, well, I guess there is some kelp coming in. I can go ahead and replant this in some places that don't have it. Um, but yeah, this should work continuously as long as someone's on the server and should potentially provide us with a continuous fuel source. It looks pretty cool too, I guess. Um, I, I might have to build maybe more of these, in which case I can just dig that way further and put some more in there. Um, like I said, I did use less glass here. I mean, I used some because I want, you want to be able to see that your farm is still operating, but I used less than I did in my redstone testing world, just on account of the fact that we have limited resources on this world. So, um, I don't know. I might just wait this out a little bit and see how much this produces and maybe grind for materials for a second module. But I would have to, of course, dig the space out to do it. Okay. Would you have a look at what we've got here? I put in an entire second farm. something I did that I thought was a little bit clever. I just utilized the same redstone lines here in the middle where the two farms meet. So now yeah, whenever this row of kelp is harvesting, this row of kelp will harvest. Therefore, the ones in the center will harvest a little bit faster than the ones on the outside. Um, as you can see, I changed up the collection system a little bit. Have it going, well, all channels leading into one double chest that you can't open because there's solid blocks above it. But everything's feeding right down into a smoker and then into this double chest. Now, this smoker is nonstop. It's always full. In fact, as you can see, the hopper's actually backing up. So that means I'm gonna need to put another smoker um, in order to keep up with the output of the farm. And I gotta do it for this one too. And I've already look, I've already crafted a whole bunch of dried kelp. Yeah, like a full stack in each one of these smokers. Plus, I put a whole bunch in the super smelter. Well, not like a whole bunch, as in like more than a stack, but well, more than half a stack in the super smelter. Um, so yeah, this is putting out really well. I just need to make sure that these smokers can keep up with the kelp. Well, I got the double smoker action going on both these farms. I don't have like an external fuel input for these smokers because I figured, I'd be coming down here to collect fuel. Like this thing's putting it out. But yeah, I could just craft up some of what I pick up from the chests here and put it right back into the smokers, and then everything else can go up to the super smelter. Like even with two smokers, it's still pretty consistently like both smokers are staying active, it seems. Um, Now there was kind of a stockpile of stuff when I was putting the smokers in there. So I mean they had to catch up, and as you can see, like, well, this one's getting low, but it's never completely run out. It gets more before it does, it seems. So yeah, this chest is now filling up at the speed of two smokers, as you can see. Well, both these chests. So that's pretty awesome. Like I'm very happy with how this turned out. Like I might even build a third one of these for bone meal, um, because you can bone meal kelp as well. Eh, And if it's like a consistent like steady output, like I don't have to be here. I can go do other things, and this will just keep producing. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, there might be a third one coming in. I don't think I want to do that today though, because, uh, well, as you might have guessed, this took a while. I mean, I had to clear out all this space. Oh, jeez. Yeah, as you can see, I got a little sloppy up top, but I had to clear out all of this and craft all of these materials. The biggest thing was actually wood. I mean, we got plenty of wood on the server. It's just I didn't have a stockpile of it to begin with, really, so I had to, you know, grind for it. And like wood goes into lots of this. Wood goes into the pistons. Wood goes into the hoppers, into the chests, into. So yeah. Oh, the signs. There's a bunch of signs holding back the water up top. That took up a whole bunch of wood. The smokers, they take up 4 logs each. So yeah, that was kind of one of the things that seemed to slow this project down. I mean, like I said, it's not like wood was hard to come across. It's just that I had to go grind for it. So I spent a little time spreading sea pickles around, and just kind of let this do its thing. And well, it seems like the smokers have caught up. That's oh, okay. So that wasn't really that long. These ones are still going. Oh, just barely, huh? It must have just harvested. And that's got just about as much in it as the first one. Um, Here's the thing. That was a very short amount of time, really. I mean, half hour, 45 minutes, maybe. Um, I might need more storage for this. Okay, one final touch. I, I did put in an extra double chest for collection in here. And, yeah, and it's filling up fast. And a fuel chest. Fuel input chest. And the reason why is because I wanted to, I could stockpile some coal in here too, because I already had a lump sum of that. And I went ahead and did that, of course, to both of these. Because here's what I'm thinking. Like, usually the beginning of the week, I'm off the server for a couple of days. So this farm would either fill up or run out of fuel in those couple of days. And this will help ensure that that doesn't happen. It'll just continuously produce. And if we could fill up 2 double chests full of this dried kelp uh, per farm, that would be amazing. And that's not beyond the realm of capabilities for this farm, it seems, because yeah, it just kind of keeps coming. Well, I decided while I was waiting on some fuel to produce down there, I just go ahead and do some mining. And if you look here, another 8 diamond ore. Yeah, of course, some of the other ores as well, not as exciting. Yeah. And slime. Always lots of slime. Don't forget the slime. Um, huh. Well, that doesn't sound good. No. Yeah, I don't think I want to fight with those guys right now. Oh, they want to fight with me. I just don't want the bad omen effect. Um, Another thing, we have the community AFK fish farm on the server, and I was told I could grab books from that. So I enchanted one of my tridents with Riptide, so I could zip around the watery parts of the server. You know, good times, good times. I also got Depth Strider 3 and Aqua Affinity, or Respiration 3, so I can stay underwater for a long time. You can see we're getting it all pickled out. It looks a lot better when it's lit up. Oh, you can see in the water. Oh, just dark cloudiness. Yeah, so I mean, that's taking a ton of bone meal. I mean, we can use poppies from the iron farm, so that's a thing. But we have to bring them from the iron farm and put them in the little bone mealer I got over here. So I'm thinking if I do put in another kelp farm, just have it feed directly into composters, and then it's just gonna be constant bone meal. That I don't have to do anything for. It's just gonna keep coming. Um, just while I was playing around. Yeah. See, a couple days of neglecting this thing with it loaded, and it would a single double chest would probably fill up if it had enough fuel to keep running. Well, my friends, I do believe that completes today's video. I want to go ahead and get this edited so I could get it out to you tomorrow. Well, it would be tomorrow from the time that I'm recording this. um, as always, if you enjoyed this episode, please remember to hit that like button. And if you're interested in seeing more from me, consider subscribing as well. I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching and wish you all a wonderful day.